Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual. Bear in mind that there is non-farm payrolls data today, so I suspect the US pairs will pretty much be bouncing around in some sort of a range. For Euro USD, the trend is very strong to the downside. You're looking for opportunities to sell, and we pointed out that opportunity yesterday. It wasn't quite a decent setup, but you can see accelerated up to the level, and then we just went into this barbed wire pattern as the confusion started to reign. So I think you're probably expecting similar today until non-farm payrolls is out and we go sideways. So right now, we are focused on a couple of things, and one of them is jobs, and the second one is basically the Feds that are going to start their tapering of the bond market, which would then strengthen the dollar. So the Feds have been hinting that it's going to start happening next month in November. Is that the case? Who knows? So that's the thing we need to pay attention to. So for me, the dollar pairs right now is a no-go until after the jobs number. I suspect we're just going to continue with this range. US dollar Japanese yen, nice triangle breakout here. So we had the strong move up, then 1, 2, 3. So first leg A, B, C. There's many ways that you can look at it, but there's always two attempts at a pullback. There was the first one, and there was a second one, short-lived, but with a triangle break. So technically we should be looking at that going, well, on the retest I need to be long. And the retest at the moment, from my view, is 111638. Again, non-farm payrolls. So and that's not a pretty picture there with those three tails there. So I do suspect we're probably going to pull back onto some structure, which will be 111638. So very possible at the European Open anyway to take a trade right over here, sort of on a break of this tail, and with a stop above there, with a view of coming back to close the gap, or coming back onto structure. Moving across to a British pound, Japanese yen, really nothing going on here. This is something which would have, if you tried to take a trade yesterday, would have caught you out. It is sideways, it's range bound, it's stuck in amongst the moving averages. There is zero direction at the moment on the 8 hour. When we start looking at it on the 1 hour, so you can see, we had, 1, 2, 3. I mean, even the London breakout strategy here would not have given much dividends. They'd come back onto the structure gave yesterday, which is 151, 145, which was basically another retest of the 155 EMA. So based on this green bar here, probably worthwhile jumping in with a stop below it, but I'd be taking profit now. So it looks like we are breaking through this trend line, but I'd again want to see a bit more structure. We're too high to the 8 hour range that we're in for me to start continue to the upside. We're going to need to clear this area, 152.5 or 152.600. We need to clear it, come back and retest it for me to even be convinced that there is more upside beyond where we are at the moment. So that's kind of it's another sit on hand scenario at the moment. Lastly, Euro British pound. So we've had a similar kind of situation here, above and below the moving averages all the time, and now we've had almost a whole week. We're not finished yet, so let's wait for the end of today, where we have been below the moving averages. Now, that's not that it means anything, because there we were below the moving averages for a week, and it didn't really materialize. So it's hard to call. This has been in a long downward trend. I've been anticipating a break to the upside, which would indicate a weaker pound. That is where the noise is as well, but the pound is fighting. So if you look at the hour, you can see clear downtrend over the week so far. So when we look at it, do we really need to anticipate a turn in the direction for the week? I don't think so. So obviously what you're looking for is a structure, and structure can be anywhere between these two levels. So 084934 and and 0.85. Let's just call it 0.85. It's a nice round number. Oscillators starting to agree with that scenario as well. So any rejection in here, worthwhile taking a short. You have a 240, call it 250 point stop loss. Needs to be above the swing high of yesterday, and that should get you another measured move to the downside. But just remember, you've got noise coming out, so I wouldn't worry. Not worry, but I wouldn't take that as gospel just yet. We could just range like we have been ranging. So you can see we've been ranging for 3 days basically, so we could just continue ranging today as well. So just below in this zone here. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. It is a clear sit on hands day on Forex this morning. I think watch the European Open. There may be 1 or 2 scalps that are going to come up, but when I say scalps, you should be down on the 15-minute chart and look for the structure, get in, get out, and go play golf, or just start the weekend early until non-farm payrolls. Once non-farm payrolls is out, then you come back to the charts and have a look to see if there's anything else. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. I hope it helps you, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Cheers for now, and enjoy the weekend.